1990 Ford Mustang LX Coupe, 71,000 miles, Oxford white, 5 liter. Let's take it for a test drive. What's up everyone? Back with another test drive video. Today we are in a 1991 Ford Mustang LX Coupe with a documented 71,463 actual miles. Clean Carfax, no accidents or damage ever reported on this one. All kinds of paperwork and receipts that go along with it. In the additional informations tab on the website pcclassiccars.com, you will see photos of the Carfax as well as documentation images of all the receipts and paperwork that we have for this Mustang. We also have a body report for it. Really clean Mustang, has some good tasteful mods that we'll dive into here. It is obviously a 5-liter AOD automatic overdrive transmission car. As far as the motor goes, it is the original numbers matching 5-liter to the Mustang. Has some tasteful mods, I would say. It has a Holley SysteMAX intake, has Holley sniper valve covers, has a BBK cold air intake and mass airflow sensor. Also has an aftermarket throttle body on it. Runs really well. The guy that I bought it from said that it was tuned. I don't have any paperwork unless I missed it in the folder, but apparently it was on a dyno, so runs really well. The speedometer does work, but it's off by a few miles an hour. We're showing that we're doing about 75 when we're doing about 65 or so, so a little bit fast on the speedometer. That's really going to be the only disclaimer on it for things not working, is going to be that the speedometer's off a little bit. All of the rest of the lights, the gauges, the horn, the wipers, the radio, the heat and the AC, the parking brake, all of that stuff functions properly. The AC has been converted to R134A and it blows nice and cold. Other mechanical features and options per se, things that have been added or changed. In the engine bay, you do have an aftermarket strut tower brace, caster camber plates. You do have the aluminum drive shaft, subframe connectors, has lowering springs, so it has a great stance to it. We'll roll into the throttle here a little bit. We'll talk more about it in just a second. Downshift's good. Pulls really well. Has a great exhaust note to it. Has a aftermarket set of Shorty headers. Full aftermarket dual exhaust. They're like a knockoff Flowmaster, so they sound just like a Flowmaster, but they're not branded Flowmasters. And then full tailpipes coming out the back where they're supposed to be. Roll into it again there. Really good power from that motor. The transmission is set up great. I really like the mechanical stuff done that was done on this Mustang. It's not too radical, but still drives great. Has more power than it would have from the factory. On the underneath, the floors are excellent. Obviously, you have those subframe connectors, those lowering springs that we talked about. Zero rust issues on the bottom side. It really represents like a nice car. On the exterior, it is code YO, which is going to be your Oxford white paint. I do know that the driver's side fender has been repainted. The little VIN tag is not there on the driver's side fender. The only other tag that is missing is on the lower portion of the rear bumper. I didn't see the tag. That's the most common one that's gone due to road grime and things kicking up on the bumper. So you have the sticker on the front bumper, the hood, the passenger fender, both of the doors, both of the quarter panels in the back, and the deck lid. Just no tag on the driver's side front fender and no tag on the driver's side rear bumper. The rest of the paint does appear to be original. The body side moldings and the trim all are in excellent condition. Those look like they've been repainted as well, but that's probably the most common thing that's reshot on these cars is the trim. It fades really bad, but the trim black paint all the way around the car looks awesome. Nice pony wheels. The tires are a 2025 date code all the way around. In the additional informations tab, again on the website pcclassiccars.com, you will see photos of the little imperfections walking around the car. There's some little stone chips, little imperfections kind of around the car, but nothing that's egregious at all. Represents very nice. It is an excellent looking car. I love the stance. I love the Oxford white. On the interior, you have code DD, which is going to be your Scarlet Red interior. Outside of the aftermarket white face overlays on the gauges, and then same thing with the heat and AC controls, It's a very stock interior. The headliner's in great shape. The visors look good. We'll kick our map light on. You can see that there in the rear camera. The map light works like it should. You do have your aftermarket cup holders here. I forgot to mention that. So cup holders, and then the white face overlays on the gauge cluster, as well as the heat and AC controls. Floor mats are in great shape. Carpet looks good. Right where your heel sits over here on the driver's side, there's like a worn spot on the floor mat, but underneath the floor mat, the carpet is in good shape. No dash cracks, no problems with the back seat. And that transmission shifts like it should. Turn signal switch is nice and tight. If you know Fox bodies, when you turn the key, to get the key to turn all the way off and out of the ignition, there's a little button up underneath the steering column. It's kind of a 50-50 shot if it's there. This one has been removed, so you just turn the key back and turn the key on. You don't got to mess with the button, which again does not bother me at all. You have your factory rear defrost button, which works, kicks on, kicks off. You got your flasher button, which works. Then you have your switch over here for your headlights as well. You got your cruise control. We'll set that. The cruise control's working properly. Both of your horn buttons are functioning. And I'm sorry, I lied to y'all for a third time here. The other thing that on the interior that has been done is your aftermarket Sony stereo. It's a good install. It shows nice. It's an AM, FM cassette player. You can upgrade it to one that has Bluetooth to hook up your phone if you want to. Your A-pillar plastics on both sides are in really nice shape. That's your dome lens, which looks like it's basically brand new. All your glass is in really nice condition. The windows roll up and down like they should. The power locks also function properly. Windshield doesn't have any major issues. Some very minor little road imperfections in the windshield, but it's all very, very small stuff. No spidering road chips. Rear view mirror is very easy to see out of. Your side windows are very clear and easy to see as well. And you got your power switch here in the mirror, and they work like they should. Test out the 5-liter here a little bit. A little bit more of an aggressive pull, get that good exhaust note. Really good power, and again, I'm usually not an AOD guy, or I love these cars in the 5-speed, but I've started selling just as many as the automatics because it's nice to just hop in these and throw it in drive and go. This one is set up really well. The transmission shifts exactly like it should. Doesn't have any of that sluggish shifting. Goes in and out of reverse like it should. The power steering is nice and tight. You do have your power disc brakes. It's got an upgraded drilled and slotted rotor up front, so it shuts it down really well. Just a well-kept and a nicely modified Mustang Coupe. The white exterior, the Scarlet Red interior looks great. Great paperwork, clean Carfax. There's that downshift again. Turn signal switch is nice and tight. All of your exterior lights are all functioning properly. Again, in that additional informations tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com, it's got a lot of really good usable information in there. You'll see the monitor report. You'll see the data tag on the driver's door jamb over here. You'll see the clean Carfax. You'll see the folder of all of the receipts and paperwork that we have for this Mustang. You'll also see photos of the little imperfections. All, again, very, very minor stuff. Center console opens and closes properly, and it does stay shut. I know those plastic buttons are really notorious for breaking for the center console. And then the glove box is the same way. You do have the owner's manual in there as well as it looks like a wheel lock. Close that up. All your AC vents, they go up and down like they should. No cracks on any of those that I can see. Windshield plastics in really nice condition as well. Tops of the door panels are in good shape. The door pockets don't have any sag. Factory style door speakers. Inside the trunk is really clean. Nothing's out of place back there. You have your factory inlays that these Mustangs came with. When you pop the hood, obviously you have all of your aftermarket upgrades. You got that strut tower bar. You have your caster camber plates. You have the aftermarket Holley SysteMAX intake. Sorry, that's hard to say. You got that cold air intake, throttle body. Just a really good upgrades. Shows very clean. It all looks professionally done. Again, we got receipts for pretty much everything that was done on this car. No vibrations coming from the steering wheel. Sometimes when you lower them, they get a little bit of a stiffer ride. This one still rides very nice. It's very comfortable. The driving position is great. I love the way that your arm sits on these armrests. I got the seat probably 90% back. You can go back a little bit further I'm 6 foot tall, fit in here very comfortably. We'll roll into it here. Downshifts again, great. Really good power. On the underneath, I forgot to mention, you do have an aftermarket gas tank cover with aftermarket straps. The bottom side of this car shows really well. Really, the entire car, front to back, shows very nice. The disclaimer list, again, is your speedometer is not 100% accurate. That driver's side fender has been repainted. The story that I got from the previous owner was that it had a scratch on it and they repainted the fender. To the validity of that, I don't know, but I don't have any signs of any accident damage. I don't have any notes on the Carfax that it was ever damaged. So very well could have just got scratched or dented on the fender and they repainted it. And I'm just guessing why the tag is not on the rear bumper. I've seen it a million times where they just fall off because they are, again, on the bottom side of the bumper. Those little VIN tags are there. So that's usually the most common one that's gone. No warning lights on the dash. I'm shocked that the low coolant light or the airbag light is one of the two's not on, but right now they're not on. The next owner might drive it for the first time and one of those two lights could come on. That's the most common thing as far as Fox bodies goes. Those lights will flash on the dash. This one doesn't currently have any of those problems. And again, we're reading 71,479 miles. Impressed with how this car drives. Again, it's not a 500 horse or even a 400 horse setup, but it runs really well. Temperature staying where it needs to. Fuel gauge is working. Speedometer, again, is doing its job. Again, it's just not accurate. You can have that calibrated. Tach's working. Good voltage, good temperature again, good oil pressure. Very comfortable car to drive. It is a manual seat, so again, there you slide it back all the way. You do have the manual recline as well if you do want to recline the seat back a little bit further. It's hard to go wrong with an LX Mustang Coupe of any year. Some of the hottest vehicles that we sell here at the dealership are going to be Fox body Mustangs, and at that top of that list is going to be any and all 5-liter Mustang LX Coupes. Pretty much anytime I get an LX Coupe, they sell within the first couple weeks, or even usually the first couple days they sell. This is a great one. Great miles, great mods. Color combo looks good, white with the red interior. Nice documentation. Just a really nice Mustang Coupe that's fun to drive. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1991 Ford Mustang LX Coupe with a documented 71,481 actual miles from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out that additional informations tab, which will be posted on the website, PCClassicCars.com. Check out the content we're posting on all of our social platforms every single day. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great upcoming weekend.